Hello, welcome to week 3. This is my walkthrough video for week 3 module. Let me begin by thanking you for being so understanding with my limited schedule this week due to my travel and July 4th weekend. We won't have any Zoom meeting this week due to these two events. I am recording this walkthrough from from my hotel in Bangkok City in Thailand, and because of my travel, again, I'm sorry I won't be able to meet you on Zoom during our scheduled meetings today. I mean, not today, but this week. So without further ado, we begin by clicking on the modules. I've graded everything that I received on Canvas from you. So your grades should be up to date. If you see any issue or problems with your grade, go ahead and contact me so I could have a look and help you out with any issue and grades and problems with grades. We always begin with required readings as usual. We need to be continuously reading the sympathizer. It is thick and difficult reading, so if you don't keep up with it, more than likely you won't be able to reach page 100 by the end of week 3. But feel free to read as much as you want or can. Okay, if you're into this novel, I'm glad. If you can't get into it, don't give up. Maybe try the Audible, the audio version of the book. And try giving yourself some background info about the Vietnam War by watching videos on it, especially the PBS series on the Vietnam War. That could also help you out a little bit more. If you have background info or you have schemata, we call it, the background knowledge of a given topic, you're more than likely to appreciate it better. Okay, on writing well, part 1 principles is assigned for reading. By this week, you should already be familiar with this book, and I hope that you realized how useful it can be, and it is, to every writer, not just students. Okay, we have 4 standalone links to 4 articles. So click on those to read, especially the last one here, which is a task on the discussions forum. Okay. When you read it, I forgot to mention that you can choose any of these bullets for your week 3 journal number 3, okay? The personal essay is probably something that you have been and you should be working on last week and this week. Okay, so the length of the essay is 5 to 7 pages, typed double-spaced, 12-point font, MLA format, and this is your final draft. I'm talking about your final draft, okay? The word count is 1,500 words or more total. There is a criterion on the rubric. Yes, there is a rubric attached to this important assignment. Every major essay has a rubric attached to it, and that's how I grade your submission validly and reliably, so that I can be fair as fair as I can. So the pre-writing and the rough outline was already past due, okay, but you can still submit your late work. You need to go to week 2 module to access the assignment and submit it there. The first and rough draft is due this Friday on week 3 discussions forum. Okay, so you post your rough draft, your first draft there, and one of you has done that. I think it's Felicity has done that, and and she's on the right track. I looked at her draft, and it looks like she's doing well with her draft. But the final draft, sorry, on the discussions forum, there is a task that is worth 10 points of the discussion forum assignment, and that is the peer workshop task. That means that I will match you with one other student so that you can give each other feedback. So that's the the peer workshop. This is how I do it online. Okay, so when I get to the discussions forum, I will explain some more. The final draft is due this Sunday. To earn the ability to resubmit, revise, and resubmit your final draft, you need to submit it before the deadline. It needs to be on time, and that's how you can get the chance to revise and resubmit if you don't like your grade or your score for whatever reason. Again, I use a rubric, and so the rubric will tell you, will probably inform you what you need to do to improve it. Okay, so but if you submit it late, you don't have you've lost on that ability to revise and resubmit. So you are left with your whatever score that I end up giving you, or I end up putting in using the rubric. Okay, so that's this is the place where you submit your final draft for the personal essay. Again, journal 3 this is where you submit your journal 3. Nothing new here, just a routine that we've been following for other journals. Week 2 discussions forum. We all rely on each other. We're in the same boat, so to speak. So helping each other out is a given and encouraged. So you need to post your rough or first draft here to this forum, okay, so that I can pair you. If I haven't paired you, please let me know. And this handout is a guide, okay? It's just something that I thought would be helpful for you to look at as you give feedback to each other. Okay, please be considerate to each other and and give great, excellent feedback instead of just brush over the shoulder kind of work. So if you don't do this task, again, you will lose 10 points. So please observe the deadline here. We want to give your peer or your peers enough time, turnaround time to work on revising the final draft further for submission on July 8th, okay, which is this Sunday. This note here refers to how to make a copy. Okay, so you sign into your own Google Drive account. Then if you want to make a copy, your own copy, so that you can type in it or modify or change it, then you need to go to File and then go make a copy. Okay, once you make a copy, it will generate a copy for your own use. Otherwise, if you don't do that, you cannot change my original copy here. Okay? So that's what that note is for. A note about your personal essay, as I have indicated below when I responded to Felicity's post here, I've added an extra handout, okay, done by SGSU on the personal. And we're not writing, we're writing the inquiry-based personal essay type. However, in your essay, to make it even more effective, you should consider narrative elements, which is another way of saying components of a story, okay? So this handout comes in handy for that reason. Is what about dialogue? What about character, plot, setting, and conflict, okay? So adding those elements or components of a story into your essay will not only make it more interesting to read, but also lengthen it. So you would have no problem with the page requirement or the word requirement if you slow down some more and then add those details. For example, velocity has already, sorry, Felicity has wonderful narrative elements in it already. Okay, and she has dialogue here, and she has characterization and more dialogue. But that's why her essay is substantial. Okay? Her essay is good, but she can always enhance those by adding even more, right? So maybe she could describe how the doctors look. She looked, what kind of dress she wore that she remember wearing that morning, or most mornings. So that's just a suggestion for how to improve and lengthen your essay. Of course, you would need to balance your narrative out with critical commentaries, critical reflection, and the balancing of critical commentaries with narrative elements or components is it's with the inquiry model. Okay, the metaphor of the mountain and the sea. Okay? That is part of the inquiry-based approach. All right. So next task is discussing on writing well. So simply look at the book and then answer that question. Why does Zinzer choose to include parts of his manuscript on writing well in the subsequent edition of this book? So in the book, he indicates that before the book got published, it went through many drafts. Okay, I'm talking about 20 plus drafts, going back and forth with his editor, with his contributors, his peers, even himself, to get On Writing Well published and being so influential a book due to his diligence and his integrity in presenting his manuscript. Okay, so that might give you a hint there, but rather a short response to that question. Discuss the sympathizer. This is the first time that we're discussing this book. Okay. You have to be sure that you answer both of these questions. Okay. 2 paragraphs, please, for each question. I'm sorry, 1 paragraph each, two paragraphs total for that task. Then you are asked to read this wonderful personal essay. About reading and writing. I like this essay immensely, so I thought I would share it with everybody. So there is something that I need you to do is post in a short paragraph reflecting on the lessons Sherman Alexie presents in this personal essay. So we want to address the authors by their last name and not the first name. So I just noticed my error there. So I'm fixing it. And then the next and the last task, well, no, the penultimate task is this discussion of Wu Chen's article. And then please don't forget to respond to your classmates to earn full credit. I'm very happy to see that 4 or 5 of you have taken the initiative already and posted your response, your wonderful responses here. Keep up the good work, and if you are not yet ready, just post as much as you can along the way. It's important to get the personal essay in on time. Okay, so get it in. That's all I would like to say right now. So far, the class as a whole has been reduced to 15 to 16 active people participants, and that's okay. That's just normal. How the cookie crumbles, so to speak. But if you've been doing well, it's not difficult to earn an A in this class, because I give opportunities for revisions and resubmission only if you submit things on time. I hope that this walkthrough video has been helpful. Unfortunately, as I've stated, I won't be able to host any Zoom meeting this week. July 4th being tomorrow, July 4th being a public observed holiday. Therefore, there's no school anywhere. So we don't have a Zoom meeting then, but because I'm traveling as we speak, I won't have the opportunity or the luxury to help you online. So on Zoom, that is. So I would rely heavily on email and text messages. So feel free to text me 408-256-1453. Email me at bin.vo@evc.edu. Okay, so it's on my syllabus. Okay, I wish you luck as you finish week 3, which is, as you see, small in comparison. When we go to week 4, as you see here, we have more items added compared to week 2 and 3 and 1. So things are picking up and the class is going to speed up a whole lot faster. So hang in there. Keep doing fantastic work, and I will see you next week. Hopefully, crossing my fingers. Okay, so I'm gonna end the walkthrough, and I'm gonna make it available for you via announcements. Okay, announcements on Canvas here. Announcements. Okay, so I'll see you later. Take care and have a good week.